Morning students. So today we are going to discuss our next topic, empirical and molecular formula determination of compound. Now first of all, chemical formulae are of how many types? Chemical formulae are of two types. Number one, empirical formula, and number two, molecular formula. Now see, in empirical formula what we take simplest whole number ratio of all the elements which are present in a substance. Now see, let us talk about glucose. Glucose, you all know, formula is C6H12O6. In general, simply if we talk, we will say formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Now if we want to say what is the empirical formula, then we will write it as CHO. Now if we talk about molecular formula, then molecular formula means it will tell us about the actual number of atoms which are present in a compound. Now again we can repeat it. A molecular formula shows exact number of atoms of each element in the smallest unit of substance, whereas empirical formula shows simplest whole number ratio of the atoms in a substance. Now with the examples we can check. For water, formula is H2O. Now see, there is presence of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen, so there is no ratio. So what we can say, it will remain as it is. There will be no change in the empirical formula. So empirical and molecular formula in case of water are same. If we talk about glucose, then molecular will be C6H12O6. Now in C, H and O there is a ratio. So after taking that particular ratio, it comes out to be CH2O. So this becomes the empirical formula. Now in case of O3, it is O, it is ozone. In case of N2H4, it comes out to be NH2. So it depends on whether there is possibility of a particular ratio or no. Now what are the different steps in which we can calculate the empirical formula? First of all, we will talk about empirical formula. Okay, now see, in our questions we may be given either mass of the element or we may be given percentage. Okay, either percentage or mass. What we have to do is, if mass is given, then we will divide by atomic mass or molecular mass and we will get the moles of each element. In case percentage is given, then percentage will be divided by atomic or molecular mass, whichever is the case. So then we will get the moles of that particular element. Now this number which tells us about the moles, that we will write as subscript. Subscript means that if this is the symbol and 2 is the number, then we have to write at the foot. So this is called subscript. Now we will see whether those numbers which are found now are integers or no. In case they are not integers, then we will change them into integers. Now this can be done by multiplying with a suitable number, or if it is nearer to the next number, then no need to multiply, and if it is a little bit higher than the previous number, then also that can be neglected. So for 1.95 we can write 2. Similarly for 2.10 we can write 2. Okay, so this is the meaning. In case there is such number just like 1.55, then all the numbers, in case one number we got this one, another number we got 2.1, and another number we got 1.9, then what we are going to do is we are going to multiply all these three by 2, so that they come into whole number. Now if we multiply with 2, what will happen? On the top we have to write like this, here we have to write like 3.1, okay, here we have to write 4.2. so now nearest, they are nearer to which number? That integer we have to write. Here we can write 4, here we can write 3, here we can write 4. So this way we calculate, we change our numbers into integers. Now once we got the integers, then those integers will be written as subscript, just like near the foot, okay, of the symbol. Now once we know the empirical formula, then we have to calculate the value of n in case we want to find out the molecular formula. Now there are two ways to find out n. N can be determined by dividing the given molecular mass with empirical formula mass, or if vapor density is given, then formula becomes 2 into vapor density divided by empirical formula mass. Okay, now what is empirical formula mass? Whatever empirical formula we get, we will add all the atomic masses of all the elements present in the empirical formula. That will give us empirical formula mass. So there are these two formulas which can be used for determination of n. Once we know n, then it will be a whole number. With that number we will multiply the empirical formula, and their subscripts will be multiplied with this number, and that formula obtained will be termed as molecular formula. Now let us discuss few examples. First example, a substance on analysis gave the following percentage composition. What is given to us? We are given that sodium is this much percent, carbon is this much percent, oxygen is this percent in a given substance. So we will make table like this. Okay, now we will write the elements first, then we will write their given percentages. Now see, one more thing is to be remembered, this percentage total must be 100. It may be 99 point something, that doesn't matter, but it should be near 100, or we can say exactly 100. If it is not there, then it means there is presence of one more element, which is oxygen. Now in this case oxygen is there, so it means it will be 100 only. Sometime what happens, that percentage is quite less than 100, so whatever is left out, that comes out to be percentage of oxygen. Okay, so that way we have to do. Now we have written atomic masses of all the three. We will multiply this percentage, we will divide this percentage by atomic mass. Now here till 2 decimal places we have to solve this. Once we solve this till 2 decimal places, then we have to see out of those values obtained which is the smallest. Whichever is the smallest, with that we will multiply all these three. We will divide all these three. This and this will be divided by 0.94. So once we do that, it may come out an integer, or it may be something here, it may be 2.1 or something like that, or it may be 1.99, something like that. So in all the cases we have to change them in simplest whole number ratio. Now here it has come like this only, so we will write simplest whole number ratio. Okay, here it is simple ratio, it means there may be some difference of points. Okay, so then we have to convert it in simplest whole number, nearest simplest whole number. Now whatever is the formula that we have written, whatever number we got, we have written at the bottom, or we can say as subscript C1O3. So this becomes the empirical formula of a compound. Now let us take one more example. Okay, now see here it is 2.746 gram of a compound gave on analysis. .94 gram of silver, 0.268 gram of sulfur, and 0.538 gram of oxygen. Find the empirical formula of the following. Okay, now see, here we can do this way, that we can calculate the number of moles also. How we have to calculate the number of moles? See, this is the mass of silver. If we divide this mass by atomic mass of silver, then we will get a number. That number will be 0.0179. Similarly, for sulfur we will do in the same way. It will be this much. Okay, similarly we will do this way and it will be this much. Now we have to see which one is the smallest. Okay, now see, one value we got this, another value we got 8.375 into 10 raised to power minus 3, another value we got this. So smallest value is this. So with this value we will divide all these three. So in first case we will get 2.12, here 1 we will get here 4.01. Now as I told you earlier, if there is little bit increase, then the previous number is taken. If there is little bit increase, then previous number is taken. So the same whole number ratio comes out to be 214. So now we will write the symbol of each element, and as subscript we will write the numbers. Okay, so we will obtain this as its empirical formula. Now let us take one more example in which we have to calculate the molecular formula. Okay, now see what is given to us. What is the simplest formula of the compound which has the following percentage composition? So percentage is given. Carbon is 80% and hydrogen is 20%. Okay, molecular mass is given. So for calculating small n, we have to use the formula molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Now in the same way, what we will do, we will write the percentages, we will write the atomic masses, then we will calculate the relative number of moles. Now whichever is the smallest one, with that we will divide. Okay, now see, here it will be something 3 point something or maybe 2.9 something. So here whatever comes, that we have to write, and then in the next step we will be writing exact whole numbers. Okay, now once we have calculated this much, then we can write the empirical formula. For C subscript is 1, for H subscript is 3, so it comes out to be CH3. Now see, empirical formula mass, sum of atomic masses of all the atoms, it comes out to be 15. Now N, molecular mass over empirical formula mass, so it comes out to be 2. Now molecular formula is N, which is 2, multiplied by empirical formula. We have to multiply the subscript, so it comes out to be C2H6. Okay, so this way we have to do it. Now whatever we have done, on the basis of this you have to solve these assignments. Okay,